Hello. Good morning. Welcome to my kitchen. Good morning, Megan Cook. Hope your day's going well. There we are. Morning, Donna. I still can't get over all this crazy technology that I can push a button and I'm talking to people all over Fairmont and Reesville, and we're actually communicating back and forth. It's crazy. Happy day, Rhonda. Hope you're doing well. Well, good morning, Kason. What's up, buddy? How are you? Oh, I won't wait too long because it looks like folks are jumping on. Yeah, so my schedule's really weird this week. I had a super long day yesterday. Today it just made more sense to work from home because of some of the stuff I have to do this afternoon. For real? You Ocean City? No, I'm not jealous. Maybe a little. Man. Can't even get away from me in Ocean City, can you, Dawn? So anyway, yeah, I'm working from home. If you hear in the background, we live near the interstate, and they're adding an extra lane. And they're right behind my window, and they've been jackhammering for a week. So that's what that is if you hear that coming and going. Yeah, me too. So anyway, this week at your life groups, your life group leaders are going to be taking you deeper into some of the things we talked about Sunday in our message, Discerning the Waters. I'm going to take you a little bit deeper in a different way, so you're not getting a repeat. I want to give you something to think about this week, and really something that it would do us well to think about every day. We came across this verse, really the main verse of the day Sunday was out of John 10:10, and that's where Jesus says, the thief, talking about Satan, the enemy, however you want to say that, the thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life, and have it to the full. And so we use that verse to show the clear distinction between the two kingdoms, right? The kingdom of darkness, the kingdom of the principalities and the powers that Paul talks about in Ephesians 6. They have a method of operation. They have, something that signifies them. They have an agenda, and that is to steal, kill, and destroy. And then you have the kingdom of God, the kingdom of Jesus, the kingdom over which Jesus reigns. And in that kingdom, he has come to establish that kingdom and to bring life, to give us life, and to give us life to the full. That's a really clear distinction, right? So Jesus said, I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. And when you say that line, that sentence, all kind of really beautiful, good things go off in your imagination, and all the wonderful things that come with following Jesus and knowing him and all the beautiful stuff, right? He really does give life, and he gives it to the full. But here's what we're going to think about this week, and what we're going to talk about in the comments below. Jesus is the same one who also said that if anybody was going to be his disciple, that person would have to take up their cross daily and follow after him. That was the only way to be his disciple. And the cross, I mean, especially in first century when there were crosses up all over the place, the people who heard that in real time when he was saying it would know how horrible the cross really is, that it's a picture of sacrifice and suffering and being emptied of everything, right? So Jesus said if anybody's going to follow after him, they got to take up their cross every day and then follow after him. And on the surface level, if you don't understand the kingdom, that does not sound like life and life to the full. Those are very contradictory pictures. Jesus is also the one who said to his disciples when he sent them out, he said, he sent them out two by two, and he said, go into the various towns, and people are going to arrest you, and they're going to take you before the authorities, and they're going to flog you and beat you. That doesn't sound, at least not to me, hopefully not to you, that would not be like on your list of things to do if you were vacationing in Ocean City, right? If you're on your vacation. That doesn't sound like life and life to the full. Jesus is the one who said, if you follow me, people are going to hate you. Who likes to be hated? Not me. That doesn't sound like life or life to the full. Jesus is the one that looked at Peter and said, feed my sheep. Follow me. And then he told him very clearly, he made it real clear to Peter that by following him, by following Jesus, Peter would eventually be arrested and he was going to die. And Jesus made it clear by his language that mode of death was going to be crucifixion. He was calling Peter to take up his cross daily and follow him, and ultimately it was going to lead to a real cross. Now, on the surface, that doesn't sound like life and life to the full. So the question I have for us today, and anybody who catches this video later, is what's that all about? Is that a contradiction? Did he use like a bait and switch? Was he like, in the beginning, he was like, yeah, follow me, I'll give you life and life to the full. And then once he had all of his followers said, oh, by the way, it's going to be really bad if you follow me. Was it a bait and switch? Was it a contradiction? Or, you guys all know better, but I want us to help explain it as we talk in the comments. Is there something deeper going on? In the midst of taking up your cross every day and following Jesus, in the midst of going through difficult times, spiritual warfare, persecution, in the midst of disappointing seasons in life, in the midst of conflict, in the midst of whatever it is, does following Jesus, knowing him, still bring life and bring it to the full? Is it possible to have both? To have a cross, to have suffering, to have difficulty, which Jesus pretty much guaranteed, and also have life and have it to the full? If you're looking from the world's perspective, that makes no sense. But from the kingdom perspective, for those who really understand the kingdom, it does. So my request for you, my challenge to you is to talk that out in the comments, to get a conversation going below, to give me your thoughts on that. Have you experienced life and life to the full in Jesus in the midst of suffering, difficulty, carrying your cross, emptying yourself? And what was that like? How did that play out? How is it a reality in your life right now? looking forward to hearing from you, and looking forward to you really pondering on that and praying through that and meditating on that this week. All right, so listen, guys, good morning to all of you. Hope you have a wonderful week. Sorry I'm a day late. It was just work schedule. Donna, have a blast in Ocean City. I hope you have the best time ever. Kason, have a great day. Rhonda, Katie, Megan, wherever else is watching, you guys have a great day. Love you guys, and we'll see you when we see you. All right, I'm looking forward to your comments. See you later. Bye-bye.